Aloha and welcome to That Time I Got Arrested. I am so excited about this interview, you guys. This is one of my favorite comedians, one of my favorite podcasters, one of my favorite people. His name is Collin Unger, and he is just a delight. He's sweet as a peach, and I'm so excited to have you guys hear his hilarious style of humor. He kind of just likes to take everything as far as he can, and that is my jam. By the time you guys all hear this, I am going to be hiking in California and fucking off, a little bit for the summer. So I am really happy that you guys are here, and I hope that you stick with me through the ups and downs of these episodes. This one is definitely more on the upside. I do have a quick editor's note to make. So Collin and I do talk about his job quite a bit in this, and I just want to say that he is not actually like a certified teacher. He works at a school that just sort of used him to fill a position that was recently vacated, so they wouldn't have to spend the money to hire anyone else. So please don't get upset by, some of the things that he might talk about, because he's not actually a teacher. He's just sort of filling in for the time being. And he's really a good guy and a friend of mine. So, submit to the podcast. I would love to have you on the show. Even if you live far away, please write me your story and we can Skype you in. We can do all of the things, because this is the future and you're a part of it. While you're at it and on your computer or device, please follow us on Instagram, iTunes, and subscribe. Tell your friends, write us a 5-star review. Let's get this going. Do you want this to continue? Because you're here. You're here. Do your part. So, love you. My name is B. Casper, and my entire life has been a lie. That's not even my real name. But don't worry, I'm going to tell you all of my secrets. This isn't the story of how I became an orphan. This isn't the story about how I jumped off a 5-story building and survived. This isn't about how I died and came back funny. This is that time I got arrested. Yeah, I wish I tried to do Sober October. Guess how long I lasted?
A day.
Not even one day.
I get that. I totally get that.
And I did it with all my friends, and it was my idea.
Did your friends last?
Yeah, they did it for the whole month. And they did like everything, like no caffeine, like
oh, fuck that. I can't do that.
They did we also did like no dairy.
Oh, what?
Yeah, we did
I don't even keep track of how much dairy I have. But
dairy has casein in it, which makes you like warm and fuzzy. It's like an addictive thing, and it's like relaxing. That's why they say to like drink warm milk like before bed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and that's why you kind of get like addicted to cheese.
I've never had that problem.
Getting addicted to cheese.
Willie did. My old Willie, Willie.
I know Willie.
He fucks with cheese. He really eats a lot of cheese.
I hate having anything in common with him, but as do I. I fuck with cheese.
I fuck with cheese.
I fuck with all different kinds of cheese.
I don't. I'm like, I guess mozzarella is my number one for pizza. I had pizza before I came here.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, I can't I'm not good at differentiating cheeses. Like we had, when I lived with Willie, we had wine and cheese delivered to our place because he accidentally signed up on Facebook, and they just started sending it and he never canceled it. So we would he would eat the cheese because I didn't care about it, and we would drink like 4 bottles of wine in like 2 days.
Was it good wine?
I don't know. I couldn't tell. That's like the same thing with cheese or like meats. I could tell the difference between like a good beer or like some whiskey, since I worked at a bar. But like the wine, when they would ask me about wine, I was like, I don't know. I just I have no problem slapping the bag or fucking drinking some like $200 bottle of wine. Like we had Johnny Walker Blue Label, I think is the most expensive one. It's like 200 something bucks a bottle. And like I had a glass of it. I was like, this fucking sucks. Like I don't like this at all.
You're talking about a world I don't know very much of. Even when I did drink when I was younger, I definitely wasn't like into drinking. You know what I mean? I never liked hard liquor.
See, I could tell the difference between like weed. I know good weed from bad weed.
Yeah.
But like And I don't want to smoke bad weed. But like when it comes to
Right.
drinking, I'll have a shot of Malort. Not Malort. I fucking hate Malort. But like
You'll drink anything.
pretty much, yeah. Like my friend who I went and
Even
saw.
Jaeger? Will you drink Jaeger?
No. Not since I was like 14. I fucking hate it. I loved it when I was like in high school and I thought it was cool.
Have you ever had an Alaskan oil spill?
What is that?
It's some kind of mixed shot. They used to serve them at this bar I went to in college, and I remember throwing up in the bathroom at this bar I went to in college, just Alaskan oil shots.
Yeah, no, I've thrown up Jaeger and it was just fucking.
Like projectile vomit.
Yeah. I mean, I've done that like a bunch. Like since I started working at the school I work at, I've developed a taste for like Flaming Hots more.
What? Cheetos?
Like, yeah, because all the kids eat Flaming Hot Cheetos, and like I'll bribe them with like chips, and they always ask for Flaming Hots, and I'll be like, hook it up, and like make them give me some, and they're good, but like I think it was St. Patrick's Day, my roommate John, not Matt, we went to, I took him to the Laugh Factory and we watched a show, and then we left. We actually almost got in a fight with some dude, and then
Outside of the Laugh Factory?
yeah. Because, like, some guy, like, pulled out really fast. You know the parking garage right next to the Laugh Factory?
Mm-hmm.
So, guy, like, whipped out really fast, and he honks, but my roommate didn't hear him honk. And then he said something, and the guy's window was down, and he said something to my roommate. And then I said something to him. And then he called me the N-word. Yeah, it was this Asian dude. I was like, is he even allowed to say that? I don't even know if, like, that's okay.
Oh, my God, that's so funny.
And then...
That's like the best thing I've ever heard. You need to like write that down or something. Use that later.
Well, it was just like, I was like, is he, like, I know I can't say it, but are Asian people allowed to say it? Like,
No, I mean, no one's allowed to say it. I mean, like, except
black people are.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, no one else is allowed to say it. But like, it's just so funny when white people get called that. I think
But
it's
then
funny when white
I
people
kept
get
on
called
being like,
that.
step out, bitch. Like, step out of his car. Like, I was like, because I got a beer spilled on me at the Laugh Factory, so I was already like in a bad mood.
I love how tough you are.
Oh, I'm not.
No, you're tough. You're a tough guy.
I was just like, he said something to John, so I was like,
I know,
I'm
but
gonna help John.
I don't think you let people push you around, you know?
It depends. Situationally, it depends. Like, oh yeah, like the fights at my school, I'll break up. Like, depending on the kid, I'll break it up. But like, there's this one kid who's fucking huge, and if he's fighting someone, I'm just like, I'll wait for security. Like, this isn't. I don't need to get beat up by a fucking child who's bigger than me.
Well, that's just smart, though. That's just being like tactical, you know?
Oh, it's being afraid. It's not tactical. It's just me being like, I'm not gonna. Because I broke up a fight with two girls, and some kids came up to me and they're like, damn, Mr. Yu, you're strong. And I was like, finally, I'm getting some fucking clout in this school. But like,
See, you're a tough guy.
if I'm like mad, like I got in a lot of fights playing sports because I would be like heated and I wouldn't care. But like if it's like, or if it's someone fucking with one of my friends, I don't like. But like if I'll stand up for one of my friends more than I'll stand up for myself.
Well, you stand up for yourself when you play video games. But I notice, I'm a big fan of your podcast, and I've noticed that you talk a lot of shit, you know?
I try not to.
Well, you talk a lot of shit to your
I like to think
co-hosts.
it's like, oh, okay, yeah.
And to people you play video games against, like hypothetical people that like don't really exist within that conversation, but that like are like an abstract.
Well, I'm a terrible person on like Xbox Live. Like I've been playing FIFA
guy.
all the time. I'm a shithead. Like I play FIFA. I played FIFA's. I genuinely think if like there was professional FIFA, I could be a professional FIFA player. Because like I'll play people and then get them to quit because I beat them so bad, and I'll message them talking shit.
I think there is professional FIFA.
There's like tournaments, but I'm not going to do that. I mean, I might, maybe, but like there's like
Follow
Twitch.
your dreams.
Like online Twitch.
My
But like,
roommate
you have to
does
do it. Really?
Yeah.
I want to do that. But
She has like 7,000 followers.
that's fucking cool.
She plays games, but she does like weird.
Is she hot?
Yeah, she like folds her laundry. It's weird.
That's so weird.
And then people like send her pizza, but they send it to our apartment. So I'm like, whatever.
That's fucking smart.
Yeah.
But what I do is like I'll beat people really bad until the point that they quit, and then I'll message them talking shit. But I don't say anything like incriminating, and then I get them to swear at me, and then I'll report them. it's like
You're an evil genius.
it's just it's fucked up, but I think it's like really fun. And like people have messaged me being like, please don't report me again. And it's like because they get like banned for a day.
You're an evil genius. You're a tough guy. You're a podcast host. You're a podcaster.
Podcast, an influencer.
You're a social media darling. And
I hate social media.
And a comedian.
I'm getting big into Tinder. I messaged a girl today. I stole it from Bobby Lee. I'm gonna see exactly what I said. Because at the like Star Wars thing that I was
Tinder
at,
social media? Do you consider that the same thing?
I feel like it is to like an extent, but it's like more for strangers. But I messaged this girl. Her name's Rye.
R-Y-E?
R-I.
Okay.
And she's
Sure, it's not Ree?
Maybe it's Ree. It's probably Ree. But she's a black girl. I've never hooked up with a black girl before.
It's definitely Ree.
Like Rihanna?
Yeah, like Ree.
But I go, hey, and I said hey again. And then I was like, oh man, did I say hey twice? And that's not mine. Bobby Lee did that. Like he talks about that on his podcast. And I think he's like hysterical. So
He is hysterical.
I did it to see if it worked, and it didn't work.
Well, don't give up hope. That girl was really hot. She might not have been real.
Oh, I think I got catfished by this girl. I'll show you this girl who's like, it's like just a first picture right out of the gate. She seems fake, right?
Yeah.
And then we messaged.
She seems like maybe she is a prostitute also. Those little
I'm pro prostitution.
Yeah,
I heard it's super empowering for girls, so I'm just like, do it.
Well, I mean, because it's not regulated, it's pretty dangerous, but yeah.
I mean, like high end.
Like escorts. Still, I mean, there's still a lot of risk.
I would do like, what's it called? Red light district?
Yeah.
I would do that just for the experience, but I wouldn't get like.
Like you would have a prostitute or you would be a prostitute?
Oh, I never even thought of being one. I mean, it depends what it pays. Actually, I don't know, because I wouldn't be able to like.
What if it paid like $6,000 a day?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. But would I have a choice? Like, could I say no to people?
Yeah, I mean, you could, but you make less money.
So what would it be if
you were picky?
Yeah. I mean, $6,000 a day is like.
Let's say you make 1,000 if you're picky.
Yeah. I would work for a month and then just take the year off.
Yeah.
No, I work for. No, yeah, I would still do that for sure. I just wouldn't like either fuck dudes or like people I didn't think were attractive. Like I was talking to I'm not gonna say her name because she's a comedian, but she has like she did have a sugar daddy, and she's in a relationship, and she like had.
She has a blog about it. I think it's pretty open.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, well then she was like talking to me about it, and she like took a gift from her sugar daddy, and then he was like, "Can I take a rain check?"
A rain check on what?
Like he'll be like, "You could just have this like cash or whatever he gave her, and then can we have sex a different time because I can't make it tonight or something."
Oh, interesting.
And she says it's sex for like literally 2 minutes, and she's not attracted to him, but he'll pay her like $500.
Wow.
Like, go for it. In my opinion, I don't think there's anything wrong. We're gonna die.
We're all gonna die. Yeah. I mean, some of us sooner than others, but hopefully not from the HIV. But you never.
I was like the HIV. I was like JV or Jay-Z. No, yeah. I mean, I would have a sugar mama.
Yeah,
my friend.
I don't doubt that at all.
My friend who was just in town had the chance with his CEO.
Like a dude had a chance with a girl CEO?
Yeah, she was the CEO.
A CEO of what?
His company that he works at.
Whoa.
Yeah, and they fucked. And is
he getting a raise? I hope
no,
so.
he like he's like, I just started and I'm like, I want to focus on my career. I'm like, you're fucking dumb, dude. You could just like cut the
that
line.
Shit. Yeah.
Like screenshot some text.
Yeah, sexual harassment.
Boom, exactly.
$3 million buyout. Start your own company.
For real. That's what I'm saying.
Let's make the system work for you.
He's smart. And he's like, he won most attractive in our high school. Like, he's a smart dude. He should have fucking known better.
I just found out a girl I went to high school with does porn.
For real?
Yeah.
Like, is she big?
No, she has like one video, but it was like weird. I like watch.
Is it girls do porn? Is that what it is?
No, it was like I don't know. She's like a cam girl now, but like
that's so weird.
She like has like one porn video, and I like hung out with some friends I went to high school with last night, and they like showed it to me, and I like watched it when I got home like by myself, and it was like it's people change.
That's fucking tight though, because my friend, someone he went to high school with, did like one of those girls do porn video.
What is that?
It's just like.
Girls
like,
doing porn.
It's like I think it's their first time doing porn, I assume.
Oh, okay.
And it's like
amateurs.
I guess Miss Colorado did it.
Oh, nice.
Which is like
pre or post?
I guess post, because she like it was like Miss Colorado.
Oh, okay.
But that's going downhill after winning like Miss Colorado. I guess I don't know how the fuck it works, but I also don't think porn's that big of a deal if you're like my roommate I don't think he follows him, but like he watches some porn star's like YouTube account, and the dude just like it's the bald dude who's like in every porno. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
You know what I'm talking about? Is he? Like he's like in every single one.
I watch a lot of porn. It's weird that you guys know it and I don't.
He's like, I don't know, but he like just travels a bunch, and he like talks about what it's like being in porn.
Does he have a lot of like what I eat in a day videos?
Probably. He's fucking ripped. I started doing, Zacho? I've been doing, he like hit me up, and he was like, I'm doing like this like fitness thing. Like he's starting his own app or something. It's like a workout plan. And I started like, he's like, you've been super supportive about it. He's like, would you like be down to do it? He's like, all you have to do is take pictures, like progress pictures. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll do it. And like, he sent me like diet plans. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be hard. Like, it's like, because I eat pretty good during the week, but like I ate the Roost last night. I ate a frozen pizza before I came here. I got Ann Sadler's for breakfast. Like,
one beer is equivalent to 7 slices of bread as far as carbs go.
That's fucked up. I've had like 8 loaves of bread today then. I've been drinking all day. I fell asleep on the train on the way back from the Star Wars convention. I was trying to find my wife.
Princess Leia.
There was a girl dressed up as like Slave Leia who was like so hot.
Yeah.
And like it was weird because I kept like seeing her, but it was like me from like if she turned around, she'd be like, this dude's fucking following me. But she was with some guy who like, I don't know, was her boyfriend or not. There was a handful of hot girls who were with like super nerdy looking dudes, which is probably good. They're probably nice guys.
So what you're saying
assholes.
is you have a chance.
I don't know. There was one girl who I bumped into, and I actually accidentally like touched her ass. And I was like, she thinks I'm a fucking weirdo.
Did you apologize?
Oh, I like profusely apologized.
Well, then there's no big deal.
Oh, but like there was no reason for me to bump into her. I had so much space to the left, and I bumped into her and like almost fell onto her. I was like, oh my God, that was like humiliating. It seems so intentional.
That's funny. That's like kind of sexist though, because I feel like I have done that on purpose to guys because I wanted them to talk to me, you know?
Oh, I wanted her to talk to me.
Yeah.
For sure.
Right. But it's like
but
cute.
I just ran away. I was like, this is so embarrassing. And she was with like a kid. It could have been like her kid.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's your type. You like moms, don't you?
I don't want to like date a mom at all. But no, I don't think I have a type.
No, I'm just kidding. I listen to your podcast, so I feel like I know more about you than you know about yourself.
I don't even listen to my podcast.
Right.
So,
yeah, so you like
that's horrifying to think about.
You
how
probably
much
don't
shit
remember.
I've said on there.
Yeah, as much
because I know I say dumb shit.
Do you guys get messages from people who listen and say shit to you guys yet?
Like negative?
No, just like anything. Like, haha, that's so funny. Because sometimes you say something that's so funny. And it's like, I don't ever, like when I do see you, I'm not like thinking about it then. But I do listen to your podcast every week and it's really good. It's really funny. You're really funny. You're the funniest one, honestly. Like, and it's like, and I don't say this to offend you at all, but I'm like an avid listener. I'm probably your biggest fan. But like, it's a little
probably our only fan.
Well, it's like a little disorganized. You know what I mean?
Oh,
like
it totally
everyone's
is.
talking over everyone. There's not really a cohesive like conversation going on. You guys kind of get into side conversations.
100%.
And then it's like, I feel like this...
We're fully aware of all of this.
Well, it's like with comedians in general, like it's hard to let anyone else talk.
Absolutely.
You know? And like you guys just are not even really nice to each other about it. But you're the funniest one. And I almost want everyone else to shut up so that you can talk more.
Oh, I panic about how much I talk.
No, I like how much you talk over everyone because I really don't like... I'm not as interested because it's not as funny.
It's like a
and
problem
it's organic,
for me,
you know?
Because like when are
you going to start your own podcast?
Friends,
is what I want to know.
Willie and I almost started another one for like our show.
You should. That motherfucker. You could call it like Angel and Devil or something.
Willie and I fight all the fucking time.
Yeah.
But it's like...
Good cop, bad cop.
Kind of, but it's like...
Spy versus spy.
Yeah, that's honestly a good way to put it. Like I saw Middle Dish and Schwartz, and they did like a thing off the top where they were like just talking to each other and talking to the crowd, and that kind of reminded me of how Willie and I are. Only instead of like them being like really nice back and forth, we'd be like fucking cussing each other out.
I don't like Willie, but I like when you tell stories about him or when you like talk shit to him. Like I enjoy that so much. Like I would listen to that podcast. You should do it.
We've thought about it. I mean, I feel like it'd be weird having two podcasts.
Why?
I don't know.
Why limit yourself, man?
That's true.
You're good at it. Like you say, you have a face for radio.
And yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I'm aging. One of my students said I was like, she said something about me, about like my age, because I've hurt my back. So I like can't bend over. I can bend over, but I'm like, and it's like fucking strenuous. And she was like, that's what happens when you're 40. I was like, you think I'm fucking 40? I was like, fuck you. And she's like one of my favorites too.
You should borrow my acupressure mat. I have like a cure for that.
I've been doing like, on Wednesday, I took the night off from like going to the gym and Mike's because my back hurt so bad. And I was like stretching and doing stuff that I thought would be good for it. And I was like in class when the kids were doing work the next day on my computer, I was looking up stuff to do. And it said avoid literally every single one that I did. So it just like made it worse. I don't want to buy like a belt at the gym and be like a skinny dude wearing one of those fucking like big ass belts when I'm working out.
Oh man. I mean, you could wear it underneath your shirt though.
Yeah. I don't know if you can. I've never seen anybody wear them underneath.
Well, I guess
they're under. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I guess I could do that. I don't even like the gym. It's nobody like.
It's good that you go though. Those endorphins, that serotonin, that's like a natural way to fight depression. It's really good for you because our bodies, like our hormones, are so wired for stress. We have so much stress in our body all the time because we're so used to like needing to get food or like avoid predators or like find shelter, and our bodies still like need to do that, but everything's so easy we don't do that shit anymore, but we still have all of those like stress hormones, and if you don't work them out then they just like, you know, manifest into weird like social anxieties, you know, or like
that makes sense.
You see people that are just like mental, like they're so neurotic, like it's like you need to fucking go for a run.
Yeah,
you know?
That's how I was over the summer. I didn't do shit because I had like free time because I got paid summer.
That's so dope.
And then it's not.
Why?
Corey Wood warned me. He's like, you could get like he's like, it could be like really dark. Like if you don't fucking like get on a schedule. I'm like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Corey.
Yeah.
You're just sad.
Well, he is sad, but
I love Corey though. But then like he was totally right. Like I didn't do shit. I ordered food and like would smoke weed all day.
That's heaven. That's like what I'm working towards.
It's so bad.
I don't understand this because I feel like on some level you get this, and I don't feel like a lot of people get this, but like my goal in life is to do nothing.
Oh, I get that.
You know?
Not nothing, just only what I want.
No.
You just want to be dead basically?
No, I mean I want to wake up in the morning, I want to make tea, I want to smoke weed and like watch cartoons.
I'm about that.
And like that's my day.
I'm into that. But it gets old.
I mean,
fast.
I'll cook dinner. I'll make like an elaborate pasta sauce, and I'll spend a good amount of time on it.
Well, that's doing something.
And it'll be delicious. No, because I mean, we all got to eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like,
so I'm just like fulfilling my like bare minimum daily requirements I wake up. The only thing I've mentioned so far is like
getting high and making pasta.
Well, I mean, like eating and smoking weed, which is, in my opinion, doing nothing. You know?
That's fucking dope, though.
Yeah.
But it's like, but also.
No, my aspirations do not go further than that. I just need to be able to like do that.
I do my most work when I have like, don't have time. Like when it's like most chaotic is when I work the hardest. Cause like, usually like my weekdays are like, I'll wake up at like 5:45, 6, go to work, get off, try and work out, go to Mike's, get home at like 10 or like between 10 and 11.
It's a long day.
And then like either go straight to bed or get like or get like shit ready for the next day.
Do you meal prep?
I try to now. I'm trying to get in shape.
That's so cute.
But it's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Like I made, I'm trying to think of, I use a crock pot a lot, so that's easy. Like that's like lazy cooking.
Yeah.
But like I made burgers and those came out fucking terrible.
You made burgers in the crock pot?
No. Like on the stove and I like brought them to work and it was just fucking bad. And I was just like, this sucks. And I ate it anyways. I don't want to waste my money.
Yeah.
I spend my money on the dumbest shit.
Like beer and weed?
Not weed lately.
How long have you been sober from weed? How did you fucking take acid today and not smoke weed? I can't like do acid without weed.
It was like very, like I barely felt it.
You don't feel that like jittery like?
No, not at all. But I'm trying to think. March 11th. So it's been a month and like a day, 2 days.
You could probably pass a drug test right now. You know what you should do? You should pee in a jar and then freeze it in case you ever need clean pee.
I got a pee guy.
Oh, wow.
You could order it offline. Is that fucked up?
No, that's great. The future is amazing.
My friend showed it to me, who's in town right now, who's actually going on a date with a girl that I told him was super hot.
You told him and then he was like, okay, I'll date her.
No, he already like hooked up with her, but like.
So you just like nodded in approval.
He always hooks up with hot girls. Like it's any girl he hooks up with, I think is hot.
This is like a civilian or a comic?
Civilian. But he should do comedy. He's super funny.
You have a lot of civilian friends that you see on a regular basis?
Not on a regular basis, but like every Marvel movie that comes out, I go to Plainfield, where I'm from, and see it with like my friends.
Yeah.
And we've been doing that since high school. And then, but I'm still like in touch with a lot of my friends that don't do comedy. I just can't like, if I want to do comedy every night, I can't chill with them that much.
I feel like that's important, though, to be a good comedian is to have a life outside of comedy. It makes you like have a perspective.
Like I'm probably not going to do a mic tonight because
you're on
I'm
acid.
probably not going to get up in annoyance. And I like feel so guilty about it.
Well, there's that barrel one on like Damon all the way on the like west.
I don't know what
southwest
that
side.
is. Barrel?
It's Zach Frey, I think, his mic, and Ben Gerber.
I don't know what that is. I know Ben. I don't know. Wait, Zach Frey and Ben Gerber?
Yeah, it's like by the Pink Line.
I have no clue.
I'll show you the little post.
I was thinking of going to Pat Bullock just started a show. So I was thinking of going to that. Matt's going there, and I think Tim Smith is on it. So I'm sure the whole squad.
Yeah, your squad.
Yeah.
I know about your squad.
Yeah.
I am not like, it's not like I dislike them. I just feel like it's like, I mean, I feel like this with a lot of different groups, but I do feel like everyone's like super like cliquey, you know? Or maybe I'm just like, I'm weird.
No, I do feel like the scene is like cliquey. Like Corey Wood and I were talking about because he's moving.
Yeah.
And he's like, maybe I shouldn't say this, but I don't think he's like a huge fan of the scene. But I totally get that. Like I'm not a huge fan of a lot of people in it, but like I'm not like, I don't hate them. I just like,
yeah.
It is like
not
especially
your people sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Just people I wouldn't like chill with. Like and they wouldn't hit me up to chill either. You know what I mean? It's just like just different tastes.
Vibes.
Yeah, exactly.
To be honest, and I know I told you this already, but I'll tell everyone else this. When we first met, I really hated you.
Because of Durkins?
For so long. I mean, just like Durkins, and like, I guess I just like had this opinion of you, and usually I will make a pretty quick judgment about someone, and like 9 out of 10 times I'm spot on, but you happen to be like the 1/10 of like my quick judgment that I made, where I'm just like, fuck this kid. And I was like so wrong.
I remember you yelled at me at Durkins once.
Did I call you an asshole?
You called me an asshole?
I'm pretty sure I did, yeah.
I don't remember that. That was a different time.
I said you and Willie were assholes. It was like the last time I ever went there. Because I would go.
Like on stage?
Yeah. I went there every Friday for a month.
I mean, we are assholes out there.
Oh,
I remember
totally.
I got your name wrong.
No, every Friday for a month straight.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, and I kept like, by the third time, I was like, this is on purpose.
No, because I remember I brought you up. I was like, I think it's her first time here. Came up for B. Casper. She's like, I've been here for like weeks. Guy who knows exactly who I am. I'm like, what the fuck? But no, like, I fucking hate that mic. That mic is toxic, in my opinion.
Well, a lot of mics are like that. But I mean, no hard feelings, genuinely, because I started listening to your podcast, and then I felt like I really got to know you, because like, it's so different when you're like sitting around with friends versus like what people like surmise of you when you're just like out in the world, and like everyone feels weird all the time.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we're all so self-conscious. And so it's like we're all so sensitive if everyone's not like, and I'm this way too. And it's like really funny because I had to do a lot of like self-reflection, like feeling so hurt by so many comedians because I'm just like not used to like going to a group of people and having them. That's
very surprising.
Well, I'm not used to them not being like super open and loving towards me first. And then it's easy for me to be like that right back. But then when someone's like weird and standoffish towards me, then I get that way too, you know? Yeah,
no, I get that. See, I like, that's something I'm actually like actively trying to work on, is not kind of like I feel like you don't give a fuck, which I'm envious of, because I've seen you go up at your mic and be like just tell someone like, I don't fucking like you. And like, I can't do that. But
well,
like,
that's the only reason I do that, Mike, is because I was like, I'm not going to host. And Derek was like, you can say whatever you want. I'm like, oh, word? You know?
Derek doesn't give a fuck either.
Right, yeah.
Which is awesome. I love Derek. But like, I give too much of a fuck. Like, I want to be liked a lot.
That's weird. I mean, like, you don't really give off that vibe. So that's interesting. Because you can kind of tell when people are like that, you know?
Well, it's not like, maybe it's more I don't want to be hated. I don't know.
I guess that's a better way to look at it, though, you know?
But like,
because people who like, I need to be liked, like those people are super annoying. You know?
Exactly.
They're so needy. Like you're not needy, you know?
No, I'd be fine like being alone forever, but it's just like, like
as long as you have Tinder and
exactly.
FIFA,
for real,
you're never really alone.
For real. And like the 12-year-olds I play Xbox Live with,
right?
There was one kid that Willie and I play with like actively, named Lil Pump. I don't know his name in real life, but he knows my name's Collin. He looked up Willie on Facebook.
That's so funny.
Like he found.
That's kind of scary though, because they could find
scary.
you.
Oh, it is scary. But like he's like, you guys want to buy some wax? We're like, shut up, Pump. Like no, like.
Well, I mean, like, how good is it?
Oh, he's like, it's so weird, but he's so good at video games because like it's all he fucking does.
So I bet his wax is excellent.
And I was like, do you know who like? I forgot who I said. I said someone like history, like a big factor in like American history. And he's
George
like, I don't
Washington.
know who that is. No, it wasn't George. I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't know George Washington. But the kid's dumb, but he's good at Fortnite. But it's like, I lost track of what we were even talking about.
About not giving a fuck or not wanting to be hated.
Yeah, no, that's like I get, there are things what I've been trying to do is like just say not whatever I want on stage, but what I think is funny instead of like write it. Like I did a weekend at Crackers last weekend.
Is that in Indiana?
Yeah. And the manager did not like me.
Why?
She said I did a guest spot and she said I was way too blue for a guest spot.
What does that mean? Your material is dark or sad?
Dark. And then she said I was too political.
Ugh.
And,
what political jokes do you have?
Showing off.
That's crazy.
I know.
Don't think I've ever heard you do a political joke.
Well, have you heard my joke about white people shit?
No.
It's like,
you want to do it for me right now?
Not really. I'll give you like the gist, but it's like, I I didn't know how often people said white people shit until I started working at the school. And it's never like a compliment. It's never like this guy's really open-minded and he cares about everyone just as much as he cares about himself. That's white people shit. It's like usually like this dude fucked a dog. And then like I go into it and like it ends up being like talking about like the Holocaust. And I guess she found that like political.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't know. She was nuts.
Well, she's from Indiana.
Yeah. And she got like...
Her comedy club is called Crackers. I mean...
She had 3 and then like 2 of them got ran into the ground.
Oh, well, she's doing great.
Yeah.
Obviously, her judgment is like sound.
She's nice. Actually, she's not even that nice. She was a bitch about it. She like yelled at me for it.
Dude.
But, and then I saw Kyle Kinane that Saturday doing jokes about like Coke. And I was like, fuck yeah, Kyle Kinane's the man. I was like, there's still hope.
Well...
But yeah, so I'm trying to like I had a joke where I said bitch that I've like been trying to tell it's not working. And like the punchline isn't bitch. It's like a guy almost hit me with a car and I did it at your mic. I called him Alexa. I just said bitch in the joke. And I was like super like not scared but paranoid about saying it.
You're calling a girl a bitch or a guy a bitch?
I don't even know who was driving, but I said it was a guy just for the factor of saying it's a guy.
Yeah.
So even if it was a girl and I had to jump out of the way and almost got hit by a car, she's
still a bitch.
Kind of being a bitch. Yeah. But I was like paranoid about saying that. But like
people are too
sensitive,
like I should though.
Be. Exactly.
It's so gross.
When I saw Middle Dish and Schwartz, I saw it with my dad. But like we were waiting at the train to go to Bird's Nest to get wings, and this girl and like another girl and a guy were talking about the show, and they were definitely at the show because one of the girls was like, I can't believe they did that joke about fucking a pregnant girl. And like that was a part of like their improv sketch or whatever. And it was hilarious.
People fuck pregnant ladies.
Exactly. Like it's not
so
unheard
dumb.
of. And it was like hilarious. And she's like, but it like got a laugh, so good for them. I was like, you're paying like $15,000, I assume, to go to fucking Second City, and they sold out the Chicago theater. Like they're doing something right. And it's like nobody walked out because they told a joke about like fucking a pregnant girl. Like it's also just a joke. Like I don't know. Comedy's kind of lame.
Women.
Well, there was a dude. There was a dude there too.
Well, he's a bitch then.
Right?
So technically women, still same thing.
I just didn't think it was like, and she had like lime green hair. So I assumed she went to like Columbia.
Yeah.
But I just think that's so fucking dumb to not like let the audience decide if it's funny or not.
Right.
Like,
yes, I feel like
they decided and it was funny. Like,
yeah.
It was hilarious.
Anything.
And I hate improv. I don't hate improv, but like I've seen 2 good improv shows since doing comedy. And that was the
That's
second.
2 more than me.
Have you seen Pimprov at CIC? It's good.
Yeah?
I opened for them like a while ago. And they were really funny.
Yeah, but they were funny that one time.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I couldn't imagine Middle Dish and Schwartz bombing though.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's different when you're like super talented and you've been doing it for years and years, you know?
It was insane how good they like. It was like I want to do improv after saying that.
I just don't like improv though. I don't think it's like cute. I just think that it's narcissistic. You know, especially when you do it in the in a group.
Comedy's not?
Well,
like stand-up's not?
I mean, it is, but like narcissistic in the way where like, okay, so you're in an improv group, right?
Yeah.
And you've got 2 people in a scene, and like how fucking like on yourself do you have to be like, no, excuse me.
You gotta yes and it. What do you think about the death penalty? Like
what do I think about it?
I think it's fair.
You think
to an extent.
Yeah.
I mean, not like fucked up shit, like a fucked up way to kill him, but like, all right.
Give me an example.
Like Abducted in Plain Sight. Have you seen that? Mm-mm. You haven't seen that? It's a documentary on Netflix, and it came out like 2 years ago, but they just put it up on Netflix, so it blew up. And it's about this.
Is it about one person or many people? It's like a series?
It's a family. No, it's just one like hour and a half documentary.
Story. Okay.
Yeah. And it's about this little girl who gets kidnapped, but like also brainwashed by this dude, and I think it's in Ohio.
Elizabeth Smart?
No. I think her name's like Jill something. And then I don't even remember. It's like, it's fucked up to say that I was laughing during it, but it's like,
No, it's okay.
it's fucking
a safe
so
space.
insane. Like, yeah, like Leaving Neverland. Willie and I watched that and we turned it off because we were like, this is too fucked up. We can't watch this.
Damn.
And like, we're stoned. We're like, this is just a buzzkill.
Yeah.
But then we were watching, thank you so much. Then we were watching Abducted in Plain Sight. And we were like making jokes because it was so insane. The girl gets there. It's this Mormon family in Ohio, and then this.
Oh, they're Mormons.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Ooh, that's a bad sign,
right?
Yeah.
It always shows that they're dumb.
Yeah, starting on the wrong foot for
and then
sure.
Their neighbor, who's like a pedophile, and he, I guess it was like before pedophiles were fucking trending, I guess, before people were really like in on it. and
It's trending now, though,
right.
for sure.
And then he like fell in love with the daughter and convinced her that she was from another planet and she had to save an alien race by making kids with him or having sex with him. And then he gets blackmail on the parents by getting the dad to give him a hand job.
What?
Yeah. And then getting the mom to cheat on the dad. And like he kidnaps their daughter and they're like, okay. And he takes her to fucking Mexico.
Sounds like these people are real fucking dumb.
Dumbest people alive. First of
Yeah.
all, the dad's gay. He's got to be fucking gay if he's jerking the dude off.
Well, he's a Mormon, so there's a good chance.
And the mom's just a hoe who's sleeping around.
Yeah, well,
And,
I mean, her
like,
husband
I feel
doesn't
bad
fuck
for
her.
the girl. I don't feel bad for the parents at all. But like,
Yeah.
it sucks that the girl got molested and kidnapped. But she's like in love with the dude. It's just insane. But it's like so insane. Like I couldn't help. Like we're like cracking jokes because like the dad, his excuse for the way the guy got him to like jack him off. He was like, I hate my wife. I need sexual relief and she's not giving to me. It's just kid stuff. And like, what the fuck were you doing as a kid? We're like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to jack you off. And then the mom just said, he was like, yeah, he was just a smooth guy and we had sex. Like he made me feel good. And like they had sex for like 8 months after he like did this shit with their daughter. It was insane.
Oh my God.
They're the dumbest people ever. Like you can't feel bad for them at all. Like they're so fucking dumb. But like the guy who did it, he killed himself.
Oh.
And like I don't think anybody. Okay, so the guy who got the dude to jerk him off, I don't think he should be like.
Death penalty? You don't think he should
But
be killed?
like he died, and I don't think like it's probably for the better, like so he doesn't rape another kid. Like that's like at the end of it, they're like he raped multiple kids before this, and the dude's brother, like he's like, yeah, he was a pedophile, like to each his own, like kind of shit like
Oh,
that.
God.
His brother was a fucking idiot too. They were talking about how like he was a genius manipulator. Like no, you guys are just dumb. But like if
but if you could be dumb you could be a genius in a group of dumb people. You could be the smartest dumb person.
Yeah.
You know?
But like someone like Ted Bundy, like he should probably get the death penalty. I mean, he did, right?
Yeah.
And Ted Bundy, okay, yeah. So someone like that bad, but the death penalty is also like fucked up because it doesn't.
But I think that being in prison for the rest of your life is way worse.
He got out twice.
But that was back then. Now you can't get out.
I could get out. I could get out of prison if I had to.
I believe you.
I don't know. I think a lot of situations I could handle, but if it happened, I'd probably crumble.
In prison?
Prison? No. I would get fucked in prison.
You would get fucked in prison.
For sure.
You are
I have soft hands.
You're very pretty for a boy. You know?
That's John fucking Norman's like aunt or something said I look like a girl with a beard because I'm pretty.
You are. You're pretty. You're pretty like a girl. But I mean that in a good way, though.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I feel like it works in your favor as far as Tinder is concerned, you know?
Oh, it doesn't. I've never met a girl. I was supposed to meet
You need to get better
a girl off Tinder.
pictures.
I think my pictures are fine. Mark Renucci set it up, and he's a Tinder genius.
Is he?
Oh, Mark Wanucci is first of all, it's a picture of me and a puppy.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
But like, there's that. I don't have many. I don't take a lot of pictures. But
you should get some professional ones for your
like headshots
for your Tinder. No, but that they look like candid, so you know.
Yeah. Now I'm swiping on Tinder. I gotta put that away. But
about that death penalty.
Yeah, I should. I keep losing. I was worried when I stopped smoking. I was like, I need to stop smoking because like.
Feel like you're getting dumber.
Yeah, I'm getting dumber. And then like I stopped smoking. I was like, oh no, I'm just dumb. It's not the weed. It's just my brain.
Well, the sooner you figure that out about yourself, the better. You know?
I just need to like read or something. But
or
I'm
like
not going to do that.
Ginkgo biloba, you know?
I don't know what the hell that is. What is that?
It's a herb, and it's for like plasticity in your like brain.
I don't know what plasticity is either.
So the reason why you like wouldn't be smart or whatever, it's like if your synapses weren't firing at like a fast like speed, you know? So that's like all the things that are connecting in your brain at once, your ability to like process and retain and regurgitate information.
So it helps with that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, neuroplasticity, yeah.
I should do that because I have like trouble thinking of words.
Yeah.
My brain is fucked.
No, ginkgo biloba would help with that.
All right, I'll give it a go.
Yeah, I've done a lot of drugs, so I've really tried to like enhance my neuroplasticity because I am nervous about losing it.
I started smoking too young though.
What's too young?
The first time I got high, which is actually why I got arrested.
Oh, here we go.
The first time I got high, I was a fresh. I mean, not too. I mean, I feel like it's normal age, kind of like a freshman in high school.
Me too. That's when my
I was
first
14.
time. Yeah.
But I got arrested my sophomore year for weed.
Yeah.
And I was 15. I remember the cop was like, "How old are you, Collin?" And I was like, "I'm 15." He's like, "Damn, 15."
Well, you're so young.
I remember thinking about that. It was like, all right. So the time I got arrested.
Tell me everything.
It was a crazy day. I feel so bad about it now because I was such a shithead kid. I was like an asshole.
I don't think you were as bad as you think you were.
Oh, I was bad. I was really bad.
But your parents love you so much and you guys have a good relationship now.
Now we do. We didn't then. It was totally my, I feel so bad about it because it was my, like it was all me. Like I was just fucking as dumb as it gets. And now I'm dumb but more aware.
Yeah.
But so my dog that actually died, not then, she died last year. She got attacked by a pit bull that day.
Oh.
Yeah, so like we had to take her to the vet. All this, the cops came. All this shit happened, and then
the cops came because of the pit bull.
Because like the dog bite.
Yeah.
And then that like got involved, and then I went to my friend's to sleep over his place later that night, and like so my parents had already been through all this shit, and then me and my other friend. We called him Malone because he always wore a Karl Malone jersey. He actually died, but he died from like a drug overdose. From a doctor gave him pills, and he took the pills and never woke up.
Whoa,
yeah. Isn't that crazy? But he was also like severely overweight, like his entire life.
Oh yeah,
Just
certain
done
pills
a ton of drugs.
will like lower your
that.
breathing while you're sleeping.
And he probably already had trouble breathing, like as it is. He was fucking huge.
Probably had sleep apnea.
Yeah, for sure. He was super unhealthy. He was always super unhealthy. But I mean, he was a good dude. But he was the fucking reason I got arrested.
That was who you were in the car with.
Yeah. And so we go and we get weed. It was like 2 grams of weed. Because
you had a tough day.
Exactly. But that was also before weed was like now where it's like it'd be a ticket. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
How much was 2 grams back then? Do you remember? $40.
We got it for like maybe like 30.
30.
Maybe around there. But it was like
deals. Yeah.
I mean, it was one of our friends who sold it to us, but we just lied and said we went to like.
Was your friend your age?
He was a year younger.
He was a freshman.
Yeah. He was a shithead. He still is a shithead. I don't really talk to him anymore.
I bet that weed was good though.
Great. It was, I'm trying to think of, it wasn't like pineapple OG. It was something OG. But like, who knows then? But it was really good. And then we go to this dead end in my neighborhood growing up. And then we start smoking before we get back to my friend's place. And then a cop came up and pulled up behind us. We tried driving away. Then he turned on his lights, and we pulled over, and we were just like, "Oh fuck!" And then like we hit it.
And you had just smoked.
Yeah. No. I was breaking it up to like roll a joint or like put it in a bowl, and then the cop pulled up, and like I hit it in the door. And the cop was like, "Hey, what are you guys doing here?" I was like, "Well, my parents aren't home."
So, why did you say that?
Because like my parents aren't home and they don't want us to be there when they're not there. So we're just waiting. We're trying to figure out where to go, or like we're waiting for them to get home.
That's so sketchy. Why would you say
I know. I was fucking 15. I thought it was like a good lie.
And you were high.
And then, then he was like, he's like, "What are you guys doing? It kind of smells." And I was like, "Yeah, we were just saying that too. Like, we don't know what that is." And then he flashed the light down on my lap, and I had like broken up weed on my lap. And I was like, "Oh," and I just look up at him, and he's like,
"You're like, I was just about to make some pasta."
I was like, "I don't know." I was like, "Someone planted that on me. I don't know how they got there." And then he was like, "Give me what you guys have, and I won't arrest you." And I look at my friend, and he like nodded at me, and I gave it to him, and he fucking we still got in trouble for it, which is fucked up.
What an asshole!
Right? And then,
that liar.
Yeah, and then like
Cops are
we
liars.
had to talk, right? And then we were sitting in handcuffs, and one he was putting
He handcuffed you?
Yeah,
You were 15?
We were sitting on the curb, and my friend was like, "I knew I shouldn't have come back here." I was like, "What the fuck do you mean?" He's like, "We almost got caught here earlier today."
What the fuck?
And I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I was
Oh
like,
my
"You are so," and I was
God.
just like,
That guy probably recognized him.
I told him, I was like, "You are so fucking stupid." I was like, "Fuck you," because I wasn't there. Like, I had no idea they almost got caught.
Okay, side note, how long have you had like stupid, fat best friends that get you in trouble? When one dies, do you just like get another one?
No,
Is this some kind of program that you're in?
I have some. I'm trying to think of like my childhood best friend who's like I was inseparable
I'm being so
with.
mean. Willie doesn't have a podcast, so I have no way to get to know him. So I just hate him from Durkins from
That makes
a
sense.
year ago.
Dirk, I would hate. I would hate us from Durkins too.
He never
But
like
Willie's,
rectified
Willie's
it.
the
So.
man. Willie's the man. Willie could,
Agree to disagree.
but all my friends were like dumb when we were kids, but for the most part, all of them have like gotten their shit together.
No, but like fat, dumb best friends who get you in trouble.
I guess it died when he died.
No, but like, are you in a program I don't know about?
Where they just like
They assign you one.
it's like a
One dies, you
subscription
get a
where
new
they
one.
they just no.
That's how you met Willie. I get it now.
Yeah, from doing comedy, so that shows how toxic comedy is. No, I love Willie. But so after that, we were like laid into each other. And that was the last time I actually saw him in person because his parents shipped him to Arizona to go like live with his grandparents. And then he
From
lived
that?
yeah.
Because he got in trouble?
Well, he was getting in trouble all the time, and like that was his like last strike.
Ugh.
But I remember getting home, my dad picking me up
From the police station?
and then he I get in
Wow.
the
Did
car
they, like,
and I was like, I have a
fingerprint you?
question. I don't think so.
Because you're a minor.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, it's not on my record because I was 15. But
What did he ask you in the car?
I get in the car and he wasn't saying a thing. And I was like, can I ask you something? He's like, what? I was like, have you ever smoked weed? And he was like, don't even try. He's like, don't even ask me that
That's smart,
right now.
though. That's the right time to ask that question.
I mean, what did I have to lose?
Yeah.
And we get home and he like fucking told my mom and they were just laying it. And I was so high. Like I was so high. So we did smoke because I remember being like
still high.
insanely high. And then they were yelling at me. And I remember like drinking a glass of lemonade while they were yelling at me. I was like, oh my God, that's the best lemonade I've ever had. And then
I love that so much.
I was laying in my bed and that's when I came down and I was like, I fucked up. Like, I know I'm in so much trouble and I was grounded for so fucking long.
How long were you grounded?
So that was a spring break of my sophomore year. And then I didn't like leave my house besides for like soccer, like to go hang out with my friends until like the last month of summer. Like I didn't get to enjoy summer at all. Like it was so, I mean, it was good for me that I was like grounded for that long.
What did you do? Why was it good for you?
I kind of got,
Did you like read books or like
oh no, I just played a bunch of video games.
write jokes?
I got really good. I got a lot better at soccer. I didn't even, comedy wasn't even like
FIFA or
a thought
soccer?
of mine. Both. But yeah, that fucking sucked. And then like,
Did
I
you have
didn't
to do
smoke
community
for
service?
so long after. No, my parents had to pay money that they were fucking wouldn't let me forget about.
Did you have to pay them back?
For a while. No, like that was the agreement that I was going to pay them back and it just went away.
I love those with parents when they're like, you will pay back every cent of this. And you're like, uh-huh.
But I feel so, I was so, like, I couldn't smoke. Like, I smoked again after that and I had like a panic attack. I didn't have a panic attack, but I was like,
this isn't
I just
fun.
had the feeling again of like when I got caught
Yeah.
and like it just fucking.
PTSD.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. And it fucked me up. And then like now my parents know I smoke weed. Like they don't care about that.
Well, and the laws have changed.
Yeah.
The
Well,
world is a
my
different
mom cares
place.
that I smoke because I'm burning shit and inhaling it.
Mm-hmm.
But like she'll be like, eat some edibles. Like stuff like that.
That's so cute.
My mom's the best. I love my mom. But yeah, it was a fucking night. And I couldn't smoke for like, I didn't smoke for like 2 years maybe until after. And then I kind of got like back in touch with like my like childhood friends. And then the summer before, or maybe 2 summers before I started comedy, in my neighborhood that I grew up in, we would sit in my friend's garage and like smoke every night in the summer and just like sit outside or play basketball. And then I redeveloped my love for marijuana.
That sounds awesome.
It was the
I mean,
best.
that sounds like a good way to fall in love with weed too.
Oh, so like, I wish they did comedy because they're all like super funny, but they're all like, so 2 of them, one is who I went to go to the Star Wars thing with, and the other one whose like house it was, they moved to Denver. And the other one is moving to
Nice.
Denver this year. Like they're all going to be in Denver.
All my friends went to Denver too.
I would move there if the comedy scene was as good.
Yeah, everyone's a lot nicer.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't really talk. I realize I don't like do anything but comedy.
Yeah.
Like my friend came to town. He's like, "What do you want to do tonight?" I was like, "I don't know what the fuck there is to do." Like,
You play
we could go to an
FIFA?
open mic. Yeah, but he doesn't care about that. He's too busy going on dates with hot girls.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have Tinder.
It doesn't work out. I had a date last week that she canceled because she forgot her mom had surgery or some shit.
Ooh, that
Is what
sounds
she
fake.
said. I was like, "Yeah, you have a penis." Like, I'm not gonna fucking go on a date with you. Because I canceled the first time. We're supposed to meet 3 times, and I canceled the first time because I just started teaching biology, and I had to make lesson plans. And she wanted to meet at like 9. I was like, I
Who
can't.
the fuck let you teach biology?
I don't fucking. The one thing I know about biology is that I shouldn't be teaching biology. I don't like fucking know what the fuck to do. And the old teacher was like, "I made a lesson plan for you." And I like didn't look at it until I started, and she just literally just copied a chapter out of a book. I'm like, "All right, we're gonna read and highlight and go over the fucking questions at the end." And like, it's got me this far, but
That's
like,
Betsy DeVos
I have
really
to, I have to make a,
doing
I have to make a
well.
fucking final.
Wow.
Yeah, that's fucked.
That's scary.
Oh yeah, scary for the future.
Scary
'cause-
for those kids, yeah.
But
I mean, I guess you don't really need biology unless you're going to like be a doctor, you know, or like do something in science. Although I do feel like it's important to like learn about cells and stuff and like how we're all like made. Like,
I don't even know what the fuck I'm teaching. I did like we're actually talking about fungi right now.
cool, you're a fun guy.
I like that. I almost talked about like psychedelic mushrooms on accident
Yeah.
because we were talking about mushrooms.
Give them a
and
real education, you know?
for real. That's like I could tell them like
Don't you wish your
not to
teachers
smoke weed before you go to the dentist, like shit like that.
Don't you wish your teachers would have like prepared you better for like real life, you know, as opposed to all this shit that like didn't actually
I don't know how to do my
apply to you?
taxes, and I have to do them fucking tomorrow.
Yeah.
like
Good
I
luck
don't
with that.
know.
Don't do them. Don't
I
do them.
just want the tax return so I can buy sneakers.
Don't do them. Well, actually, you should do them because you will get money back.
Yeah, that's all I want. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't do it. Bobby Lee, we were talking about him earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, he never did his taxes, and he's fucking rich as hell now.
Good for him.
He's the man. I think he's like. Have you ever listened to his podcast?
Mm-hmm.
It's hysterical.
Yeah, he's really funny. I like when he talks about Crystalia because
He like shits on him.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
I love Crystalia too, so I just think it's really funny to hear like a different side of him, like from Bobby Lee, you know?
Yeah, it's crazy that they talk about each other the way like we talk about comics in the scene.
Yeah.
On here, which is fucking.
I like your podcast because I like how much shit you guys talk about comics in the scene. I always feel like I've got my ear to the ground when I'm listening to you guys. Yeah.
I don't think we talk shit.
Oh, you talk so much shit. You name names. Are you kidding me?
But not like bad. People who deserve it. Like what?
I mean, I'm not going to give you like specific examples, but I definitely always feel like you're spilling some kind of tea in some small way.
Really?
Yeah. I love it.
I don't even know. That makes me anxious.
No, it's great. I think that's why a lot of people listen, because they are probably...
Not a lot of people listen.
I think they listen because they're probably wondering if their names are going to get dropped, but they're also like, ooh, what do they think?
Well, they shouldn't fucking care. What the fuck do we know?
I mean, no, everyone is very narcissistic. That's why they're doing
That's true,
comedy,
yeah.
you know? And it's like they're so self-obsessed. Like the way that they treat like social media and like the idea is to like look like you don't care.
Yeah.
But it's like the people who like look like that, like they care the most.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, and it's
absolutely.
like it's so obsessive. And I mean, I can't help but like notice that I fall into the same trap, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like I see it in myself. So it's like I know it has to be like a ubiquitous experience because it's not just me that's feeling like, oh, this is like consuming, you know?
Yeah.
So I try really hard with my social media to make it like not this like, oh, I'm comparing myself to you, you know, or like, I'm just like, this is like what I'm doing today. This is how I feel about this.
That's
you know?
something I'm terrible at is comparing, like being competitive.
You are.
Very competitive.
Are you competitive with Matt and Justin?
I'm competitive with everybody.
Yeah? Why?
And I compare myself to people because it's like, I think it's because, if I had to guess, it's because of sports.
Oh, okay.
Just like I grew up playing sports.
Ranked.
And like, yeah, you kind of like, you have to be competitive to play sports.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, I do think
otherwise
comedy
you're
is a
gonna
sport.
lose. Yeah, but it's like also you can't like, I don't think you can be, I mean, kind of competitive, but you can't like compare yourself because like,
God, tell that to everyone else.
I mean, I still do it. Like, I'll be
Yeah.
like, this person's fucking getting this. And like, that's like, why? But like,
Yeah.
but it's also like,
But everyone feels that way about someone, which is so weird. And it's like, what the fuck does anyone know, really?
and like, yeah, what does it matter? Also, like,
yeah, like none of this means anything,
for
you know?
real. And like, some people are just, a lot of it's, I'm trying to, so, okay, so you know how people say like, abs are made in the kitchen. Like, it's like 75% of working out is like what you eat
Is
compared
that
to like,
Zach O'Ryan?
no, but I like fucking read that shit like on like stupid Instagram posts.
Yeah.
But like, it's like, they say like 75% of like getting in shape is what you eat, and 25% is like the work you put in or like at the gym. I feel like it's like, that's almost comparable to comedy with like networking and being funny.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, there are so many people like, I'm definitely not gonna name names, but like, you
Why
fucking,
not?
because I'm friends with some of them. No, I'm joking. But
No,
like,
you're not joking.
you see some people getting like an insanely crazy show, like, and even
Yeah.
like, you even see this stuff like at like the top tiers of comedy.
Yeah.
Like, I heard
Like Amy Schumer.
exactly,
What
yeah,
is going on with her?
exactly. So it's like shit like that, and it's like you'll see someone go on a tour like across the fucking country, and then you'll see them get back. Like, you'll see them before they leave and be like excited to like see what their jokes are.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck was that? Like, it was terrible.
Yeah.
And like, it's not like I'm saying I'm fucking like some like Richard Pryor or some shit like that.
Do you like Richard Pryor?
I don't know why I said him. But like Bill Burr, okay,
Okay, there we go.
like, but I do like Richard Pryor.
Do
but
you? I feel like his stuff is a little dated.
I've honestly haven't heard that much. I never watched comedy. Like, the reason I got into comedy is because I hated school.
And you're funny.
Yeah, that's
You're
what,
just like naturally funny.
That's what I decided. Like, when I was like trying to decide what I want to do, I was like, I fucking hate school. Like, I'm super depressed. I was like, the two things I feel like I know that I can do is like make
Video
someone
games.
laugh. I didn't even think video games. That didn't even occur to me. Or like soccer. And I was like, I hated
word.
soccer at that point because I did it my whole life. And like, I had fucking like asshole coaches who like ruined the game for me. And I just didn't enjoy playing anymore. And then...
So when did you realize you were funny for the first time? Like, what grade were you in? Where you just like made someone laugh enough times where you're just like, you know what? It's not just them. It's me.
Never really.
What do you mean? Well, but eventually you were like, I'm funny enough to be a comedian.
Maybe like middle school, if I had to say. But like, I was always like...
That's when you became
I
aware
hated
of
school
it.
so much. I was like, I'm going to get out of work by like trying to be funny. Like, I'm not going to be like, I don't want to be like disrespectful
Like
and be like,
class
I'm not going to
clown?
fucking do this. So I'll like play dumb and, you know, shit like that. But then like when I got it, I was listening to a lot of like Pandora comedy.
Nice.
And that's how
Same.
I found out who like Hannibal Buress was like through that and stuff.
Interesting.
And then my sister and I went and saw Louis because she got tickets for like Christmas.
Oh,
And then,
from your parents?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mom and dad. I mean, R.I.P. Louis, but like, wow, that's such a
he's
great
bad. He's
gift.
still, yeah. I mean, that was like a huge fucking thing. I was like, oh, I want to do this. I was like, that looks fucking like making a ton of people laugh. Like, that's awesome.
Yeah,
And then I saw Bill Burr, who's better than Louis live.
I believe that.
It was, I was sick. And then I had to go type because I was still in school and I go type a fucking paper after.
Ugh.
Yeah. And it was like, I was like dying laughing at Bill Burr. It was insane. I was laughing at Louis too, but
Do you
like,
feel like it healed you a little bit?
he what?
Do you feel like it healed you a little bit, all that laughter?
Maybe. But then I went and typed a fucking 12-page paper and wanted to kill myself. I hated school. Like, school's always been awful for me. Like, the fact that I work at one is insane.
But you realize comedy is like being a writer, being a comedian is more or less being a writer. It's a writer who performs their work, and basically you're doing homework all day for the rest of your life.
Yeah. But like, I'd rather... I don't agree with like, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
No,
At
obviously
all.
not.
Like, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing I like more than like fucking having a good set. But would I rather smoke weed and order food and play video games all day, or like sit
now we're
down and
talking.
spend hours writing jokes? I would choose like doing nothing. Like, who wouldn't? You know what I mean?
There we go.
But
So you get it.
But I would much rather do that than wake up every day and go to work and break up fucking fights at school, like shit like that.
True. Fair.
But like, I'd much rather be on stage crushing than sitting at home playing video games. I would much rather do that. But like, you have to get there from like, you have to do the shit you don't want to do what you do want to do.
Well, I guess we can just agree to disagree. on that. Speaking of, where will you be crushing?
Highly recommended is every second Thursday of the month at Laugh Factory.
And you're a producer on that show?
Yes. And then crushing on the podcast. Not Your Second Dreamcast.
Not Your Second Dreamcast. Highly recommend. Oh, hey.
Highly recommend, yeah.
I highly recommend your Not Your Second Dreamcast.
Yeah, those are the only things I should plug. Because all the other stuff
That's
is
what I'll
just
name the episode.
highly recommend. Not Your Second Dreamcast.
Yeah.
I'm down. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Just flew by.
I love you. You're great. Bon voyage.